excited. Okay, let's go ahead and head all the way back. It's nice and comfortable. The arms can be dangling or hands at the heart, whatever feels best for the shoulders right here. And the breath is starting to flow for us. Deep and full breaths all the way down into the belly. The word that we're working with today is refreshing. So thinking of, well, like the image that comes to me is refreshing like a cup of lemonade. Just that ice cold lemonade on a hot summer day. To me, that's the very ideal of refreshing. And maybe you have a different beverage that you like to do on that really tiring day. But that refreshing quality to me is that moment when you've been exhausted, your throat is dry, and just getting to sip that little refreshing drink changes everything. It's like your whole body feels so much better. So that's the type of idea that we're working with today. We're trying to find that in our body through the stretches and even making us work a little bit so that we can feel the contrast. It's like how the hot summer day contrasts to that cold lemonade. And so getting just a little bit of work in, our heart pumping just a little bit so that we can feel that contrast when we then get to stretch and be good. And so with that idea to help lead us onward, let's start off taking the arms clear to the back wall. And let's do a few nice little wiggles. Shoulders all the way right, all the way to the left. It's a good chance to open things up for you. Maybe one more to each direction. And then back through the center. Let's do our initial stretches. So take our hands around the right knee. If the right knee comes in, do a few nice ankle rolls or just focus on the tugging in sensation, whatever's working best right now. Leg starts to stretch all the way up to the sky. Hands grip on to help pull it deeper. Maybe the ankle rolls here feel even nicer, or maybe you're flexing the foot to really activate that intense stretch all the way upward. So whatever it is that feels good, another huge breath in and out. And then hook the ankle for that hip opener. Glide the shin in, almost like a nice little hug. Just enjoy another good breath. As you exhale, release this right leg. Give it maybe another little tug up to the sky before you drop it all the way down. Second knee comes in. Do a few nice little ankle rolls here. Leg can go up to the sky. Find that quality that feels good here, whether it's that deep stretch through the backside or maybe continuing ankle rolls. Occasionally I have mornings, like especially after hikes where those ankles just get so tight. So sometimes that's the quality I need, and other times it's just the hamstring opening. Good. Huge inhale And exhale, look at the ankle, this time on the right, back right part. And continue to slide it in. Another good inhale. Nice exhale. And then start to free out this leg, maybe going for a little tug before you release it down. And then from here, keep the upper body in the fabric and the legs start to kick off free so that the fabric's back down at the knees. Once you're dangling like this, I'm just gonna keep my hands holding on to this back edge just to give me something to hold on to, something to do with my hands. The legs, you straighten them out in front of you and muscularly both legs float up to the sky. That's a nice exhale. Inhale, slowly lower back down. So just go with that with your breath. Exhale. And slow inhale. Let's go for 3 more if we're still doing okay. And 1. Good. As you drop the legs down, just let them dangle. Lift up so that we can sit. The fabric goes down to the low part of the back. And then our back spills over backwards. Nice grip of the hands on the fabric keeps it safe. But you can drop the hands down or grab onto each ankle. Personal preference, how long you stay. Just listen to your body. Listening for when it tells you, okay, that's enough. Just let the head and the neck be loose for this moment. From here, as we start to sit back up, we're gonna scoot ourselves forward so that we just have a nice good thin layer covering our thighs. And so what I do, kind of just lift the thighs up and kind of, I do like a rocking horse, like I'm rocking forward and rocking back to help adjust it. So essentially there's a lot more fabric behind you. That's kind of funky, but yeah. Yeah, you're good. Okay, and then we're actually gonna take the fabric above us and then around and then step our feet into the fabric. Odd. I know, kind of funny. You'll see where we're heading. So right now we have a little hat kind of a thing. And just take a moment to lean forward over those 2 straight legs. With the neck, especially, it's difficult for the head to lift all the way up right here, so just let it loose, just kind of dangling down. If you want to stack your fists to give you something to rest your forehead onto, that can be nice and relaxing, making it more of a receiving and just being pose rather than an active in pose. good breath. And then from here, it's kind of a funky transition. You're gonna eventually work your glutes out of the front of the fabric, but leave your shoulders and kind of your waist inside of it. So it's kind of like you're hanging up like a little seat like this. Yeah. And I leave my hands just straight, high, gripping that fabric so that I've got a really good grip. Yeah. Yep. Kind of sitting down. Yeah. And do you have enough fabric to straighten your leg? Yeah, you're good. Okay. So from here, allow your right leg to free out of the fabric. Straighten your body as much as you can, and then your right leg touches down to the ground and lifts up. Let's repeat 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now bend the right knee, send the bent knee into a twist, and just kind of let your whole spine, just kind of wring its way out. Feeling okay? If it gets too intense with the gathering, we can just kind of like readjust where it's sitting on your body. Drop the foot down for a second. And then when we step the right foot back into the little pocket, let your hips just dangle heavy for a moment so that the whole spine gets pulled long. Kind of a funky pose. You can always drop another foot out if you need a break. But eventually we're going to take that left foot out, try to go for those 10 lifts. So when you're ready, go for 10, 9, and if even 5 is good enough, that's okay. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, take a break, you're doing it. 3, 2, 1. Good. And a little twist, so bend the knee, and then send that knee over to your right side. Okay, and then if you want another moment, stepping both feet in and just dropping the hips low. Let the low back have another stretch. You're welcome to hold here for a few more breaths. When you're ready to come out, grip really tightly and then slowly lower the glutes down to the ground. So one foot stays inside the fabric, and then the other foot just steps into the other end. So essentially you've got 2 feet in each end. Just let yourself have a little break if that was a little bit exhausting for you. So hands drop down, feel your breath flowing. And a simple inversion. It's funny, legs up the wall actually does count as an inversion because we're getting that blood pressure to still switch its orientation for a significant amount of the body. So sometimes it's nice here just to kind of swing the legs a little bit left and right. So feel free to do that. largely to stillness. Hands slide in right next to the hips if they were spread out. And then we're gonna just lift up and hold in nice bridge position. Getting a little bit of that glute strength. The glutes and that low part of the back are very, very much connected. When one gets tight, the other tends to get tight. When one gets stronger, the other gets stronger, etc. When one is more flexible, the other tends to. Here we're building the warmth, strength. And start to roll down, but really feel your vertebrae undulating one at a time. For very slow cycles, let's take just 5 more. So rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Feeling those vertebrae peel off the ground, and then just directly to the rolling down. Four. And down. 3. 2. 1. Good. And because our feet are in each end, now take a moment just widening the legs out, and then feel your muscles do a slow return back into it. Like you're creating your own resistance. Going wide and back together. Three more of those. Two. And 1. And then just one last thing here. We're going to try to lift up to bridge, and then up at the high spot, we're going to try to slowly open and close the legs, lower down, and repeat 3 times. So hips rise, and then one vertebrae at a time at the high spot. Now legs slowly open and return, roll down. Second round, come up, open, close, roll down. Just one more. Up, open, and down. Good, good, good. Just free the feet out of the fabric. Nice little rush of blood as you just take them in, knees to the chest, walking around on that sacrum for a moment. Go ahead and release left leg long to the ground. Keep the right knee in and just send it to the next twist to the left side. Oh yeah, I got a pop going too. We're all sorts of poppy today. Okay, return the hips back down. See if you can straighten the leg up to the sky without touching the fabric. Taking a nice stretch for a moment. And then from here, as you release the hands, we're going to do 3 circles around the fabric, trying to not touch it at all. So 3 to each direction. So here's 3, 2, 1, then reverse, 3, 2, 1. As you come back up to the start, let your right hand rest on that right thigh and let the leg go wide for a moment. Bend the right knee, the foot's on the ground, and then sink the foot to the position right next to the left. Good. Left knee comes in. Give it a hug for just a moment. And then send left knee into the twist. Hips wrists down, straight leg up. You can use your hands for the stretch for just a moment. And then as we start to release our hands, we go 3 circles all the way around. 3, 2, 1, reverse, 3, 2, 1. That's okay. I feel like I'm tired now. And just let the left leg go wide. Bend the knee, the foot's on the ground, slide it down. Just stretch the arms up overhead for a moment. Beautiful arch to that low back. And then let's start to work our way up to a seated position. You can rock, you can muscle it up, whatever way gets you that. We'll go into a cobbler's pose when we're there. You can use the fabric, just setting the wrists down, or you can use the ground, whatever version helps you feel really good. Maybe the head goes loose again, left and right. More breaths. Good. So rise up, kick the knees up, planting the feet, let your wrist lock, right hand through, turn thumbs down, move under and up, and separate as wide as shoulders before we grip on. We're gonna aim for up to 10 pull-ups. You can just do 3, and that could be good for your body. Just up to 10. Feet are welcome to be planted. Use your breath. Exhales to come up, inhales down. I'll count the 10, but you don't have to get there again. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna come for just a moment with a nice kneeling puppy pose. So upper hips stay above the knees, upper body relaxes down. Arms straight is a bit deeper than elbows bent, so your personal preference. Heart's trying to do that arch downward. A nice back bend. Good. Sit back, free out the hands, and just drop down for a child's pose for a moment. Okay. And then we're gonna try to aim for kind of a crazy way to get into our downward facing dog. If it's not gonna work for you today, you're welcome to just come up to stand and just go into downward facing dog too. But the crazy way is kind of similar to the one that we did last week. You're sitting here, you hug around the fabric, wind your hands to grip. And then from this nice grip, the feet are welcome to be on the ground. You start to rise up, catch your feet, take it to the hips and flip down. So you're welcome to try if you want. Can I see it again? So we're sitting, you do the hug and then one wrap to grip. You do a little hop, catch the feet, slide the hips in place and then set down. It's kind of funky. It's a little bit harder than the one last week. Yeah. Yes, catch the feet, slide all the way up to the hips. And then you have to drop the, yep, that was it. Good, so downward facing dog. And if it's working for you today, we'll do the three-legged dog where we wind the right toes around. Remember, go from the outside. Yeah, so close, so close. Yep, you got it. You got it. And you can just do forward fold too if that's working. Yep. And then if that's the best spot, just stay there. Yeah. Like eventually the straightening becomes an option, but no stress. Okay. So let's take the second side. Left leg. Wrap it outside. To straighten it up. Then we drop it down. Walk forward to roll up. Then feel free to turn around and just lean back for a moment. Go ahead and just take a nice little leaning forward. And let's do freestyle for this one. So if you want to start off just gentle sways, that's fine. If you know you want to go to those deep stretches left and right, you can pause. Just whatever feels good for shoulders and elbows and arms. Bend the knees and just start to roll up. We'll take our right thigh inside. I'm going to mirror you for this one. Hands up high. And just start to do that nice warrior one position forward. Setting up a little twist. Cross the left wrist. And then start to either stay at the wrist or go down to the elbow, pushing the top hand into the fabric to spiral this back. Gripping up, use that grip to safely rise out. Grip onto the other strand to open, and warrior two. Using our thighs together, sit back down to the ankle. We're still facing open to the side. You slide one hand down, one hand up to help square the shoulders open. Maybe a little bit deeper release forward if that's available. No pressure. Back, hop forward. Your personal preference, either stay with your weight over the leg and let the heart come down, or do a splits forward, whatever feels best. Rising up, little spinal twist. Hook the right wrist, left hand opens. turn, slip the foot onto the fabric. We're gonna take tree pose, so grip up high. Slow with control, try to rise up. Wind the left foot around, and then left shoulder has to come forward and through. Good, so same side as the leg, good. Maybe the foot wants to go higher. If we can do it, let's try to aim for 3 breaths. Nice and slow. Good, gripping one hand on each side. We're gonna end up kneeling on the fabric. So try to lift your standing foot up and lower down to the shins. Okay, knees go forward. Grip right about the shoulder area and then straighten the arms. Get that nice quad stretch back. The more you let the knees go forward and down, the deeper it gets. 2 more breaths if we're still doing okay. Okay, we're gonna try to do a pull-up out, gripping a little bit higher. Remember, you can use your legs, so use the strength of legs to lift you up to the pull-up, and then try to control your way down. Good. Okay, right, the left thigh in. Warrior 1, flat hands high, sink your weight forward. Twist, taking the right wrist, up, to spiral. Grip on, to rise up, grab onto the other side, take our warrior 2. One more inhale. Exhale, grab on, squeeze our thighs together, lift down to the knee level. That left hand down, right hand up. Start off perhaps just with a nice rib opener. And if it still feels good to continue going forward, that's an option if you choose. One hand on each side, hop to face forward. Your choice, splits or lean forward. And rising up. Right hand grips, like pushes. Left hand can hold it. Good catch. Okay. You come forward, step the foot onto the fabric. Slow, controlled rise up. Right thigh wraps around. Right shoulder goes forward and through. Maybe the foot goes higher. You got it, good. 3 good breaths. Yeah, go ahead and come out. Remember, go to the kneeling spot. Gripping on. Control to kneel. Grip about the shoulder area, knees tilt forward, lean back. deep breath. Rise. Try to get up high. Push the shins into the fabric to lift up to the floor and then down. Good. Okay. So yeah, take a break. You're good. You're doing awesome. So I'm gonna plan on heading into straddle back. So go ahead and do more of the sitting inside variation. So just sit and then do the one where it's covered a little bit more. All right. So, okay. And then for us, yeah. Get right to that back side of the hips. Bring the legs. And release. So we're gonna do freestyle here. You know, if you know of variations, feel free to play with them. I'm gonna personally do handstands, so planting my hands, wrap the legs to help press up. From handstand, I'll leave the legs. Yeah, Fletcher, that one's a little bit harder for you. So yeah, it's fine.
Basically a full extend already.
Exactly, yeah. But essentially, I'm heading to a couple of crunches, which you can do for that one. So if you want to take that, that's fine. Other simple just stretches are nice as well. And especially take a moment to feel the low back release. You get a lot of that strengthening, so at some point, just let it find place. Yep, you're welcome to come out whenever you need or stay as long as you wish. Yeah. A lot of energy to that spot. So getting that fabric, if it's not just right, even more so. Yeah. Like we're almost there. We're almost to Shavasana. Go ahead and hop on out whenever your head feels okay. Just rest. Awesome. Now let's do this leaning where the fabric's right up to shoulder blades, not super high. It's enough that those like wings of the shoulder blades kind of catch above the fabric. I'll start to walk forward. We'll do a couple of stretches here. So first things first, let's do a little twist. Both knees can fall over to the left. Yeah, feel free to come in and out if needed. Over to the other side. Up. So pull the feet super wide. Straighten your left leg. Okay, let's try the other. Okay. Bring one foot in front of you, the other foot clear behind you, and try to continue to inch them out to the point where it's like wider than pyramid, almost like a partial split. Yeah, that looks great. And you can choose to go a little bit higher up if your arms need a break by this point. That's fine as well. Personal preference here. Bring the back foot forward and the front foot back. Kind of gradually releasing into this side as well. both feet forward, give the hips a chance to drop heavy. Low back into the stretch. Yeah, if you ever need breaks again, straighten the legs, you're good. And if this is hitting the spot, just stay. If you want one more thing, take one of your ankles up. Get your feet into that hip opening area. And the other. Okay, we're going to drop it down, straighten the legs, clasp the hands, and just pull back. Nice shoulder over there. And as you release your hands, walk backwards. Good. Free out from the fabric. And just let your whole spine get a chance to just dangle forward, a nice forward fold. Bending your knees to slowly roll up. Left our dragon wings, so come out in front, wave out the fabric. The elbows, and just go straight into a nice lunge. Make sure the shoulders are opening in a good way, whatever that means. That might mean straighter arms, that might mean elbows getting pulled back. Lots of options later. Elbows slide in, step together. Either roll the head out or roll the shoulders themselves. Okay, when you're ready, left foot forward, right foot back. And get into that deep enough stretch. Take extra fabric so we can go straight into a vampire or any variations you want to play with vampire shape. Make sure you do have enough to cover up the shoulders. The last inversion. down, just take your head in, heading directly to that nice Shavasana pose. Giving plenty of time for our body to just relax. And sometimes this is that moment where it's finally the refreshing part of class takes you. Like, okay, I had to feel some heat in my body. I had to feel a little bit of the muscles working. I had to go through those deep stretches. To now get to the spot where, oh man, my body can just release. So feel the breath continuing to slow as you're getting comfortable and relaxed here. And use this time like a little meditation. Just asking the body how slow it can become. It's almost like imagine having the power to slow your very cells. Yeah, just slowing and relaxing. Begin to deepen your inhales, your exhales. Introduce little movements back to the body, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Stretching out like we're waking up first thing in the morning. Allowing shoulders to go right and left. Like a fetal position, take it to each side, maybe 3 or 4 times. And as we're joining our hands together, imagine you're sipping in that refreshing lemonade, that well-deserved treat. Notice how your body responds to it. Notice how all the cells are just happy, relaxed, and open. We can realize that this is a place where we can live more of our life, a state of calm, relaxed presence, where our very presence with others is refreshing to them because we've found the refreshing quality within us. So with these thoughts to lead us onward, let's wrap up this time we got to share together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.